นะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะ Hello everyone. My name is Bhikkhuni Khemawamsi. Today we're gonna do the Dhamma discussion. We're gonna learn from the sutra. It's called um, hang on. It's called Asi Pandaka Putta Sutta. Putta means son, so Asi Pandaka is the name. So this is the story of the son of Asi Pandaka. This is quite short. Actually, it's quite short sutra, but it's very interesting. Hello, Gita Brown. Hello, Gregory. Hello, Pumika. Okay, this is interesting because the son, asked the Buddha that can the Buddha make people after they die, like can they go to heaven with the, with the like a power of the Buddha. So we're gonna learn about this. This is from SN, linked discourse number 42.6 with Asi Pandaka San. This is the translation of Bhikkhu Suchato. I already attached the link for you all. Oh, and also today, we changed the time, right? From, like half an hour late because I have like something to do here in Thailand. So I have to change the time. Sorry about that. Okay, let's dive into the sutra content. At one time, the Buddha was staying near Nalanta in Mango's Grove. Then Asipandaka san, the chief, this is like the headman of the village. This is the headman of the village, like the son of the headman of the village, visited the Buddha, bowed, sat down to one side, and said to the Buddha, "The Buddha, sir, there are Western Brahmins draped with moss who carry pitchers, immerse themselves in water, and serve the sacred flame, like they worship the flame, serve the sacred flame. When someone has passed away, they truly lift them up, raise them up, and guide them along to heaven. But what about the blessed one, the perfected one, the fully awakened Buddha? Are you able to ensure that the whole world, like the whole creatures, will be reborn in a good place, a heavenly realm, when their body breaks up after death?" So from this passage alone, we can learn that during the Buddha's era, there are many cults, many like religions, also like cults or like belief. Some people believe in this, like worship the flame, serve the sacred flame, take care of the flame. Some people, and this one interesting one, like they drape with moss, carry pitchers, immerse themselves in water, and serve the sacred flame. And they proclaim, they said, that group, they said, like, when people pass away, they can lift those people up to heaven, raise them up to heaven, and guide them along to heaven. Just like I can guarantee you, if you follow my teachings, and you're going to be reborn, 100% reborn in heaven. So the headman of the village, the son, right, asked the Buddha, like, okay, those people can do that, but what about you? What about you, Buddha? Are you able to ensure that all creatures will be reborn in a good place, a heavenly realm, after they die? After they die. The Buddha did not answer, right away. This is very clever. The Buddha said, "Well, then, chief, the headman, I'll ask you about this in return. Let me ask you something, and you can answer as you like. Okay, it's just like something you don't have to answer right away. It's just like, okay, now let me ask you something, and you can answer me like as you like. What do you think? So now you can like think about it with you know this reading. What do you think if you take a person who kills living creatures, steals, commits sexual misconduct, use speech that is false, divisive, harsh, and nonsensical, and they are covetous, greedy, malicious, and have wrong view? No, greedy, have ill will, and have wrong view. And a large crowd comes together to offer up prayer and praise, circumambulating, like circle around them with joy palms and saying, when this person's body breaks up after death, may they be reborn in a good place, a heavenly realm. If there's one person who do wrong deeds, wrong actions, the Buddha did not say wrong. He just like the one who kills living creatures, the one who steals, the one who commits sexual misconduct, the one who uses speech that is false, divisive, harsh, nonsensical, and when they think with greedy thoughts, they have greed, like want other people's belongings, malicious, have ill will, and also have wrong view. These 10 things called akusala kamma pata, the wrong actions, right? And if that person do the wrong actions like this, akusala kamma pata, and a large crowd, a large group of people just come and pray, pray with joy palms and say like, may you be reborn in good place, may you be reborn in heaven. What do you think? Would that person be reborn in heaven because of their prayers? Of course. The headman said, no, sir. Chief, suppose a person were to throw a broad rock into a deep lake. Suppose there's a deep lake and you throw a rock onto the water, right? A large crowd was to come together to offer up prayer and prayers, circling around with joy, and it's praise with joy palms and saying, rise, good rock, float, good rock, float to shore, good rock. What do you think? Would that rock rise up or float because of their prayers? The chief said, no, sir. The Buddha said, in the same way, take a person who kills living creatures, steals, commits sexual misconduct, use false speech, divisive speech, harsh speech, nonsensical speech, and they are covetous, malicious, and have wrong view. Even though a large crowd comes together to offer up prayer and praise, when their body breaks up after death, they will be reborn in a place of loss, a bad place, the underworld, hell. What do you think, Chief? Take a person who doesn't kill living creatures. Okay, this, you know, you can learn from the Buddha's teaching. The way he teach, the way he use like analogy, example to illustrate, to make us see the picture, right? And also when the Buddha do the teaching, okay, the first one talk about the wrong actions, wrong deeds, right? The akusala kamapata. And then after that have to like talk to another, like the opposite. Okay, so this is like the opposite. เอาอันนี้ออกก่อน What do you think, Chief? Take a person who doesn't kill living creatures, doesn't steal, doesn't commit sexual misconduct, They don't use speech that is false, divisive, harsh, or nonsensical, and they are contented, kind-hearted, and have right view. Have a large crowd comes together to offer a prayer and praise, you know, circling around with joint palms and saying, when this person's body breaks up after death, may you be reborn in a place of loss, a bad place, the underworld, hell. What do you think, Chief? Would that person be reborn in hell because of their prayers? The chief said, no, sir. And then the Buddha said, Chief, suppose a person were to sink a pot of glee. นั่งข้างนอก Suppose a person were to sink a pot of glee or oil into a deep lake, just imagine like there's one man, like dive, into the water, into the deep lake, holding the pot of glee or oil, dive down, and then break a pot of glee or oil when they're in the water. Okay, when you dive down to the lake, carrying the pot, when you at the bottom of the lake, you crash, you break the pot open. The shards and chips, like the pot, right, would sink down, right? When this heavy is sink down at the bottom of the lake, while the glee or oil in it would rise up, right? The oil, glee would rise up onto the surface of the water of the lake. And a large crowd was to come together to offer up prayer and praise that sink, please sink, glee or oil, please sink, descend, glee or oil, go down, glee or oil. What do you think? Would the glee or oil sink and descend because of their prayers? Chief said, no, sir. In the same way, take a person who doesn't kill living creatures, still commit sexual misconduct, don't use speech that is false, divisive, harsh, or nonsensical. They don't have the greedy intention, like you don't wish for something that's belongs to someone else. They don't have ill will, meaning they have kind-hearted, with loving kindness, and they have right view. Even though a large crowd comes together and say, when you die, please go to hell, something like that. But they don't go to hell as people pray, as people say. Actually, once they die, they will be reborn in a good place, a heavenly realm. So when the Buddha said this, Asipandaka-san, the chief, said to the Buddha, Excellent sir, from this day onwards, may the Buddha remember me as the lay follower who has gone for refuge for life. And this is the end of the sutra. So, do you have the answer? That the Buddha can make like the whole creatures in this world to go to heaven? Does the Buddha answer in this sutra or not? Right? This is interesting, right? If we learn, from the top to the bottom, and then we say like, oh, where's the answer? But actually the Buddha answer already that the Buddha cannot, he does not have the power, like the whole power, like point to this person, you go to heaven, and then that person go to heaven. Point to that another person, say you go to hell, and then that person go to hell. It doesn't work like this. It's not like this. But the Buddha is the one who show the path. This is the safe path, safe way for you to go to the good destination, to the end of suffering. And this is the path, this is the way leading you to all suffering, to bad destination. He is the one to show the path, but you walk the path yourself. So to answer like, can the Buddha make you to go to heaven or hell? No. But you will be reborn in places up to your action. It depends on your actions. So what actions? In this sutra, the Buddha talk about the kusala kammapatha. Kusala kammapatha is like the clever kusala is like clever, right? And then kammapatha is like action that's considered clever, like the good one, the clever one. What are they? There are 10. The first 3 is the body, another 4 is speech, and the last 3 is the mind. The 3 bodies like do not kill living creatures, do not steal, do not commit sexual misconduct. This is like the bodily actions, the clever 3. The speech, don't use false speech, don't say like divisive speech, like to break people apart, like to like destroy the harmony within the community or something like that, say something that make people hate each other, something like that. And use harsh speech. Harsh speech is not something like the harsh word, like not polite word. It's not like that, but it's a speech that is utter, you utter the speech with the anger. For example, if you say like, drink it, you drink the tea now, even though you don't use like not polite words, like like the bad speech, like you say like yeah, like the bad speech, like the not polite word. But if you say something with anger, so it's considered harsh speech. So you better, when you say something with loving kindness. Okay. And then the last one, nonsensical. You just say something like this, not useful, not something like, okay, see you tomorrow, I'm gonna fly to you, or maybe we're gonna see you in 5 minutes, I'm gonna fly you and you're gonna see the angel, like appear in front of you, that's angel is me, something like that, like it's something like maybe it's like nonsensical. You should avoid that. But actually it's normal for us because we're not the arahant. From the textbook they say like the one who don't use nonsensical, the one who talk only sensical thing is arahant. So it's normal for us, so it's just for us to like try to practice, try to train ourselves with the good speech for, right? And the last 3 is like for the mind. The mind, you just think, have a greedy thought, like I want that person's money, I want that person's land, something like that. You have the greedy thoughts, but not just like the greedy thought and then disappear, it's not just like the normal thing, but it's something that, for example, this is from the Pali, right? For example, the teacher said, okay, student, you can have 1 bottle of water, that's free for you. You can have 1 water, 1 bottle of water, okay? Each of you can have 1. And you say like, oh no, I don't want, I want this one, this is mine, but I want yours as well. So this is like the greedy thought that it's not for you, but you want someone's belonging as well. But it's the thought is from the mind. So this is called like like the wrong thing. You have the greedy thought, you have like the covetousness, right? The first one, the greed, right? The greed. Next one is ill will. You wish someone to, I wish you torture, I wish you, die soon, something like that, have ill will. And the last one is have the wrong view. When you have wrong view, it can lead you to like the wrong behavior, the wrong lifestyle, the wrong actions. So try to have the right view, and we study the right view. And this all we use this called Kusala Kammapatha. There are 10. And yeah, if you do good deeds, then you be reborn in good place, good destination. If you do bad deeds over and over, and you be reborn in the bad destination. It's like the what the Buddha, like what the Buddha said, like it's like what you will sow, you will reap what you sow, right? You will, for example, what's it called? You will receive the consequence as you do your own actions, something like that. Just like when you plant mango trees, and one day you're gonna have the mango, right? When you plant rose flower, and you're gonna have the rose. You cannot plant the rose flower and then you have like the mango. Or when you plant rose flower and then you have grass, it's not like that. You will reap what you sow. Just like when you plant good plants, then you're gonna have, you can, if you plant like vegetable, then you can have like that kind of vegetable to eat. When you plant fruit, you're gonna have fruit. When you plant flower, you can have flower, right? So it depends on the actions or what you doing now, what you plan, and you're gonna receive that. So it's like when you do good deeds, you're gonna have good consequence. When you do bad deeds, you're gonna have bad consequence, just like that. But it's not like, okay, when I plant in Thailand, I use the example like mango trees. When you plant mango trees, of course, you're gonna have mango to eat one day, right? But you cannot wish when you plant today and tomorrow I need to eat mango from that tree. You cannot wish that because it's not natural, right? How can I, put the seed on the soil and then tomorrow I can have the mango to eat? It's impossible. It's the same thing. When you plant mango tree, you're gonna eat mango from that, but it takes time. But if you say like, I want to have good consequence now, I did good deeds, so I need to have good consequence to happen to me, I need good things to happen to me. Sometimes it takes time for it to grow, to give you fruit, to be fruitful, right? Just the same thing. But if you plant grass in front of your your land, you plant grass, of course, like maybe like a week, I'm not sure. But if you plant like rose flowers, gonna take like maybe a month or something. So right, different action, like different time to give you fruit. Yeah. So this is I think this sutra is, I like this sutra because we can learn the first one. We can learn how the Buddha, interact, how the Buddha answer the question. He doesn't say like, oh no, when, oh, don't think like that, or maybe I cannot help you with that, something like that. No, the Buddha said, okay, let me ask you something, and you can answer, and then give that person the whole image, like it's actually the natural thing, right? When you throw a rock to the lake, of course you're gonna sink down because it's heavy. And if you pray like, please, please, rock, please rise up, rock, please float, please, please, Can it float? Can we use like the miracle and you force the rock to float onto the surface? No, it's against the natural law, right? No, you cannot do that. It's just the same thing. If you do bad deeds, you're gonna have the bad consequence and you're gonna go to the bad destination. It's something that is like the natural law. It's nature. Just like that. When you carry the pot of ghee or oil and then you jump into the water down to the bottom of the lake and then you crash, you break the pot open. The pot itself gonna sink down there because it's heavy, right? But the ghee or oil will rise up to the surface of the water. And if you someone gather up and then pray, ghee, please sink, please sink. No, we can, things not gonna happen because of people's prayer, right? We can pray, but that person gonna receive what they do. It's natural. The same thing. It's the same thing. The Buddha mentioned about to pray in one sutra that if we all can pray like, may I have good health, may I be happy, may I, with the good wishing. But if we just pray only, and if we can, just pray and receive all the good things only by praying, then everyone in this world be happy, good health, successful in life, right? No more suffering, no more sickness, no more loss, no more disappointment, right? So it's the same thing. Of course, you can, I wish to be good people. I wish to be good. I wish to change my life. And then you act accordingly. You act, you change yourself. You pray. Of course, it's not that bad, we pray. Cheer yourself up. And what's more important than praying is that you act, you make it happen with yourself, with your hand, with your body, with your mind. Okay, I'm gonna practice, I'm gonna train, I'm gonna, do good deeds. I know what is good and what is bad. I'm gonna, abandon the bad deeds, and cultivate wholesome qualities, do good deeds. And because I can experience from myself this way, doing this, keeping the precepts, following the 10 clever actions, my life is better. My life is, I feel happier. So you act with your body, with your hand, with the mind. You practice, and then you receive what you do, right? Do good deeds and then good consequence. That's it. So praying is like to share yourself, share others, but people cannot be just like what you pray. They're gonna end up according to their actions. This is what I like from this sutra. Okay, now it's the question and answer. Dhamma learner, good morning, Aya. So nice to be here watching live. Happy New Year to you and the monastery. Thank you, Dhamma learner. Happy New Year too. Rooted in gratitude, said thank you, and the Buddha for these meaningful teachings. Really meaningful indeed. HPD asks, if I wish bad one someone before, how can I undo my actions? It's just like, okay, in the past I wish you, bad deeds, bad things to happen to you. I'm sorry, and now it's up to the mind. Actually, it's just like, okay, Now I undo that. Okay, I'm sorry that I sometimes you don't have to for example, if that person, like you cannot contact that person anymore, it's just like okay, now I'm gonna release the bad thoughts from me. I'm gonna undo all my bad actions in the past. In the past, I did that because I didn't know, but now, okay, just the loving kindness to you. I wish you all well. Why do we need to wish you all well? Because people suffer, people, encounter with bad experiences, bad things in life, just like me, like everyone, we experience bad things enough. So, yeah, I wish you all happy and safe and well. Be well. Mm. And then you can undo with yourself, with your mind. Mm. Hello, Maria. Maria says, sorry you're late, but that's okay. You can rewatch it, right? Gregory said, thank you for the teaching. Thank you. Thank you all to, coming to watch here live and also, after we finish this as well. Yeah, you can undo your action to answer to HPD. You can undo your action, with the mind, actually. People can do bad deeds because we don't know, right? Just like verbal Ankulimala. Verbal Ankulimala is a very good example. Like, of course, we can did bad deeds because of we don't know, right? The verbal Ankulimala is the one who kill people, like 99 people. And the last one, because he have to complete the task given by his teacher, because his teacher, like listen to someone who, like, talk bad things, like, try to say, like, verbal Angulimala is the bad person, so he trusts the bad people, and then he said, like, okay, now you go and kill, you have to kill 10 people so you can finish my teaching. You're gonna, graduate from my school, and then you can go back to your parents, something like that. So he has to kill to complete the task given by his teacher, the one who he, look up to. Because of the wrong view, so he killed 99 people. There's only one person left, and then the Buddha came to help, like, oh, this person actually can reach nirvana, but because of the wrong teacher, so he did the wrong deed, so the Buddha came to help before he killed his mother. The last one is actually his mother. So the Buddha came to help in time, and after that, Angulimala, like, reached the first disciple, Sotapanna, and then he ordained. And once he ordained, he's just like, okay, people did bad deed, but now he knew what is right and what is wrong. So he's just like, okay, now change behavior, change the thought, the body, the mind, change the actions, and then practice. And eventually, verbal Angulimala reached the arahantship. So it's gonna be his last birth, no more birth for him. Yeah. But if we still think, like, if, like, just think for the verbal Angulimala, like, I cannot meditate because I kill 99 people. How can I meditate? If you think like that, you cannot reach anywhere. So it's just like, okay, I did bad deeds in the past because of, I don't know what is right and what is wrong. But now, okay, I'm just let that go and be in this present moment and move forward. People can do bad deeds, but now I'm gonna set myself on the right path. I'm gonna change from this second, from this minute, from this moment. I'm gonna change, and that's it. And then you can practice and then you can go forward. Just like take the variable Angulimala as example. We cannot compare to him, 99 people that he killed. But so compared to us, just like we don't reach that level yet. But variable Angulimala still can, reach the arahantship. So I think we all can, renew. We all can, start anew again. So as you say, as Chayanta Fernando said, happy, healthy, peaceful, safe 2025 year. Yeah. So it's good that we can mention like, okay, we start this year anew, fresh and new. Whatever we did in our past because we don't know, okay, that's fine. Just leave it in the past. We cannot change the past, but we can change the present. And now I'm gonna set myself on the right path. Try to learn the Buddha's teaching. Is it really true? Let me investigate. Let me practice. Let me find out by yourself, and then you will know by yourself. Mini Vishal, right? Namo Buddhaya, Wantami Aya. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Hello, Yankee Apple. Hello, Yankee Apple. Okay, any questions? During this time, I might not actually in my monastery in Thailand now we constructing the new JD, the pagoda, the pagoda. So I haven't posted in English, but I will post it in English soon. With the like all the pictures, so you can go and have a look. It's from the Facebook. I'm gonna attach the Facebook link for you so you can have a look in the future. Yeah, just I know it's hard to donate, so that's fine because we don't have like the PayPal. We have PayPal, but it's like very difficult to donate, but it just wants you don't have to donate, but you just like, okay, Sadhu Anumohana, and then you can receive the same happiness and the same merit as us in this monastery. Yeah, we're trying to build a pagoda, so it's very big things for us. Gonna take like maybe 2 or 3 years. I'm gonna have like the big ceremony on February the 7th next month. Okay, I'm gonna share the information on my Facebook, Mahawana Dharma, in English soon. So you can, Sadhu Anumohana and then receive the same merit. Minnie said, need blessing from my husband as he is starting new job today. Sadhu, may your husband start anew, to start the new job, to start new thing, or even on the birthday. What we, monastic in Thailand always give the blessing is to give, advise you to have sati and sampachanya. Sati is mindfulness, sampachanya is wisdom. These two can protect you. How can it protect you? If you be mindful in what you do. Oh, I'm gonna walk with, mindfulness. When I'm gonna say something, be mindful and then have wisdom. Mindfulness and wisdom. If you have these two together, oh, I'm gonna talk to the new boss. Oh, what should I say? Oh, is this something that is true or not? Is this something that is beneficial or not? This is something that is, to answer the what the question or not, something like that. Like it's gonna be something that they're gonna be something that to help you. So may your husband be, successful in his new job. And don't forget, mindfulness and wisdom come together. This pagoda is going to be in Lampang province in Thailand, near the main hall. Near the main hall in my monastery is in Thailand. Yeah, I'm gonna post the picture soon. So yeah. Oh, this is the sample, the picture, but it's in Thai. It's in Thai language. So yeah, you can have a look. Okay. Any question? If you have, oh, thank you. And yeah, if you don't have any question now, so we're gonna finish today's Dhamma session, and we're gonna see you again. Thank you. And gonna see you again in 15 days. Okay? Before we leave, say Sadhu 3 times. Sadhu, 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 Anumodhami. May you all be safe, be well, be healthy, and be happy. May the power of the Triple Gem protect you all wherever you are. May you all be firm in the faith, in the Buddha, be firm in effort, in listening, in studying the teachings of the Buddha, and use the teachings, adapt it, use it in real life so you can experience the happiness from the teachings of the Buddha. And also, may you all be able to reach the true liberation, to reach the end of all suffering, nirvana. สาธุนิพพานะปัจจโยโหตุสาธุสาธุสาธุ what merit Angulimala Venerable did to get help from Buddha? Oh, I think he used to make a lot of merit in past life. When people or when the Buddha gonna, help, right? He gonna meditate in the morning, early morning, and then he gonna, like, with his like I don't know, Tipajakku is like the magical eye, like you're gonna see like, okay, that person accumulate enough merit that if the Buddha come and talk and help, then that person can, reach the noble disciple. It's not that, the Buddha choose to help people randomly. It's not like that. You have to make merit over and over and over, make merit. And then if we just like when you collect like the water, drop by every drop until it's like nearly full. And okay, if you hear the Buddha, if you can listen to the Buddha's teaching, and then you gonna, become a noble disciple, and then the Buddha gonna come and help. So it's not coincidence, but you need to make merit in your past life. That's why Venerable Angulimala got help from the Buddha himself. It's not like random, it's not normal. You need to make merit in your past life, but whatever kind of merit, just do good deeds, keep precepts. Yeah, precept, pavana, like meditate, all the good deeds, just do it. And one day we will be able to see the Buddha in real life. one day one life in the future okay สาธุสาธุสาธุอนุโมทามิสาธุ Have a good day everyone